Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news the rise of the US economy and the slowdown in China that Beijing can't seem to arrest is twisting a vast cast of supporting economies and their currencies. The New Zealand dollar and the Australian dollar are devaluing faster now. But first up today, the giant American economy grew much more than expected as reported by their advanced second quarter 2024 release. It was up 2.8% when a 2% rise was expected after the first quarter 1.4% expansion. This was driven by strong consumer spending, which broadly confirms the weekly retail impetus that we track. Consumers are acting positively. Growth of 2.8% is moderate in the grand scheme of things until you realise that it is a $360 billion nominal expansion from the first quarter, almost $1.6 trillion from the same period a year ago. Nowhere else has expanded like that, and it is more than double China's $784 billion equivalent expansion. The American economy had economic activity of $28.6 trillion in the past year. Meanwhile, US initial jobless claims fell more than expected last week to 225,000 from 281,000 of the prior week. But new orders for durable goods slumped. They slumped 6.6% in June from May, after 4 consecutive monthly increases and missing market expectations of a small rise. Transportation equipment drove the increase. And China's central bank unexpectedly cut the rate at which it lends to financial institutions, the first such cut in nearly a year. And China is also expanding a subsidy program to get more people buying cars and electronic equipment. Global container shipping freight rates stayed very high last week, but they did slip a small 2% from the week before to be just off their peak. That makes them 268% higher than a year ago. There seems no relief in sight yet. Bulk cargo rates were little changed last week to be 24% higher than year-ago levels. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now just on 4.27% and down 2 basis points from this time yesterday. And the price of gold will start today down a very sharp $60 at $2,352 an ounce. That's down 2.5% on the day. And oil prices are up 50 US cents. They're just on $78 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is just on $81.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar starts today weaker, down another 40 basis points to just under 59 US cents. That's a 3.4% devaluation since the start of the month. Against the Aussie, we're down 10 basis points at 90 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're down a full half a cent at 54.3 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just on 68 and down 40 basis points from yesterday, and that's near a 2-year low. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again on Monday.